Did you know Black Friday isn't just an American thing anymore? What started as a post-Thanksgiving sales frenzy has now conquered the world. Prepare to be amazed by how this retail phenomenon has reshaped shopping habits in places you'd never expect. Forget everything you thought you knew about Black Friday. It's no longer just about doorbuster deals in the US. It's a global force adapting to every culture it touches. Today, we're unmasking the incredible, and sometimes bizarre, ways this shopping tradition has spread its influence across continents. Ever wonder how Black Friday became a thing in countries that don't even celebrate Thanksgiving? From extreme discounts in Dubai to unexpected adaptations in India, this video reveals the cultural twists, the economic impacts, and the future of the world's biggest retail event. You won't believe how far it's reached. Let's dive in. Black Friday's origin story is more complicated than the popular belief that it's simply the day after Thanksgiving. The term Black Friday actually goes back to the 1950s in Philadelphia, where overwhelmed police officers used it to describe chaotic, overcrowded post-holiday shopping streets. Retailers later rebranded the name to imply profitability, going into the black, and the day grew into an unofficial national shopping holiday. But here's where the story expands. In the early days of e-commerce, long before global retail giants dominated the market, online sellers saw something in Black Friday that many brick-and-mortar stores did not: borderless potential. When the internet made regional sales instantly visible to international audiences, the idea of a dedicated mega sale day suddenly had no reason to stay within US borders. International shoppers noticed the hype. And more importantly, international retailers noticed the numbers. In the late 2000s and early 2010s, a handful of pioneering countries, mostly in Europe and Latin America, quietly experimented with importing the concept. They weren't celebrating Thanksgiving. They weren't following American traditions. They were simply watching the explosion of online spending and thinking, we want in on that. And so began the global ripple effect. At first, these adaptations were small, almost cautious. A flash sale here, a limited time discount there. But once customers responded with enthusiasm, the trend spread rapidly, faster than any retailer anticipated. What once required standing in a freezing dawn line in a US parking lot was now just a click away for shoppers around the world. Black Friday had slipped its American identity and stepped onto the global stage. Once Black Friday hit international markets, something interesting happened. It mutated. Every country reshaped it to fit its own culture, calendar, and consumer behavior. Some places kept the name Black Friday, even though the term had no cultural meaning. Others translated it, rebranded it, or repurposed it entirely. In Europe, retailers leaned into the American branding because it sounded exotic, fresh, and exciting. For many Europeans, Black Friday was less about Thanksgiving and more about feeling connected to global trends. In the Middle East, the holiday underwent one of the most dramatic transformations. Online retailers in the UAE, Saudi Arabia, and other Gulf nations rebranded it as White Friday, flipping the color symbolism to reflect positivity and cultural preferences. Same concept, different identity. In China, the event competed with existing mega shopping days like Singles' Day, but major platforms still adopted Black Friday to cater to global brands and younger shoppers hungry for Western products. In India, the event arrived through international e-commerce platforms and global tech brands. Since Indian consumers are already accustomed to major festive sales around Diwali, retailers carved out a new niche for Black Friday as a tech-oriented discount period featuring smartphones, laptops, and electronics. Over time, India began merging the concept with its own holiday shopping rhythms. Even smaller countries with no historic connection to US holidays found ways to absorb Black Friday into their own marketing calendars. For some, it became a pre-winter shopping event. For others, it marked the start of year-end discounts. As for marketing strategies, those became just as diverse. Some retailers leaned heavily into American imagery to give shoppers a sense of participating in a global event. Others localized everything, from language to symbols to advertising styles, to make Black Friday feel like a homegrown tradition. Local businesses had mixed reactions. Many embraced the trend enthusiastically, seeing it as an opportunity to attract younger, digitally savvy customers. Others resisted, arguing that Black Friday created unrealistic expectations for discounts, squeezed profit margins, and pressured them into competing with international giants. This was more than a sales day. It was cultural fusion, market experimentation, and retail reinvention happening in real time. Whenever a global event spreads, it brings winners and losers. Black Friday is no exception. Economically, globalized Black Friday sales have transformed consumer habits in dozens of countries. In many markets, November used to be a quiet month for spending. Now, it's one of the most important periods on the retail calendar. Consumers benefit from lower prices and greater access to international products. But local dynamics shift dramatically. International retailers, especially large online platforms, have a major advantage. They can slash prices thanks to massive supply chains, leaving small businesses struggling to keep up. In some regions, local shop owners have openly criticized Black Friday, arguing that it disrupts local economies and encourages consumers to abandon neighborhood stores in favor of foreign-owned corporations. On the other hand, some small businesses learn to leverage Black Friday for visibility. By offering unique or limited edition products, they position themselves as alternatives to mass-produced items. Economically, the impact varies from country to country. In more developed retail markets, Black Friday boosts GDP through increased consumption. In developing markets, the story is more complicated. Consumers may overspend or rely on credit, and local shops can be overshadowed by international companies with deeper pockets. Yet one thing is consistent. Black Friday has rewired spending patterns globally. Customers wait strategically for November to buy electronics, appliances, travel packages, and even cars. Yes, Black Friday car sales are growing in several countries, including the US, Brazil, and parts of Europe. Black Friday has reshaped the very rhythm of global consumer behavior. There's more to Black Friday's global spread than shopping carts and receipts. There are deeper societal effects, some unexpected, others controversial. First, consider the environmental impact. The surge in consumption, packaging waste, and international shipping has raised concerns among environmental organizations worldwide. Fast fashion becomes even faster. Electronics turnover accelerates. Millions of items are purchased impulsively and discarded quickly. The carbon footprint of global Black Friday is staggering, and it's growing. Then there's the role of social media. Black Friday's worldwide expansion wouldn't have been possible without influencers, viral unboxing videos, and online communities sharing deals across borders. A person in Singapore can discover a US deal through TikTok, and someone in Norway might follow a Brazilian influencer explaining where to find the lowest prices. Social platforms transform Black Friday from a national retail event into a worldwide cultural moment. But with that visibility comes ethical debate. Some critics argue that globalized Black Friday encourages unsustainable consumption. Fast fashion brands are often at the center of this conversation, with allegations of overproduction, waste, and exploitative labor practices tied to high-volume discount events. Others raise concerns about consumer pressure, highlighting how constant advertising and limited-time urgency can create anxiety, overspending, and financial stress. Black Friday, once a single day of frantic shopping, has forced societies to confront larger questions about what we buy, why we buy, and how often we replace the things we own. With all this momentum, what comes next? Many experts predict that Black Friday will continue evolving, but not necessarily in the way most people expect. As more countries embrace localized marketing calendars, Black Friday may become just one of several global mega-sale events rather than the dominant one. In some regions, national shopping holidays are gaining strength. China's Singles' Day already rivals and surpasses Black Friday in sheer volume. India's festive sales tied to Diwali are massive. Latin America has its own major events like El Buen Fin in Mexico. So will regional alternatives eventually overshadow Black Friday? It's possible. But there's also another movement shaping the future: Green Friday. Green Friday encourages consumers to buy consciously, support sustainable brands, or skip shopping entirely in favor of repairing, recycling, or donating. Some retailers close their stores on Black Friday to promote environmental responsibility. Others donate a percentage of sales to environmental causes or highlight long-lasting, eco-friendly products instead of fast fashion. Consumer behavior is shifting too. Many shoppers are becoming more thoughtful about what they buy. The next 5 years may see a more balanced approach where Black Friday coexists with conscious consumerism. One thing is certain: Black Friday will not disappear. But its form, meaning, and influence will continue to adapt. As the world becomes more interconnected, retail trends cross borders faster than ever. And Black Friday, once a uniquely American shopping tradition, now belongs to the world. Each country shapes it, each culture transforms it, and every year, millions of people participate in a global exchange of products, ideas, and retail innovation. The real question is, what role will you play in the future of globalized shopping? Black Friday's global expansion is more than a story about discounts. It's a story about cultural exchange, economic transformation, and the power of digital connectivity. From its chaotic American origins to its worldwide adaptations, Black Friday has become a retail phenomenon unlike anything we've seen before. Whether you love it, hate it, or simply enjoy the spectacle, there's no denying its influence across economies, cultures, and communities. If you learned something new today, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who still thinks Black Friday is just an American thing. Thanks for watching, and stay curious. Know more, be more.